Hello and welcome to another episode of Harness News Update. It is Friday, February 23rd edition, and we're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the harness race industry worldwide. And we're also sponsored by HarnessBid, because HarnessBid is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing livestock industry. Zero commission on any horse sold, so buyers can purchase. Everything with zero commission. So why not try harnessbid.com? And also thank you to our friends at the USTA. A lot to cover. Again, a big episode. That's why I'm a little late today, trying to make sure the video is all put together correct in right orders. And yeah, sometimes my computer likes to shut off on me. So we're going to try to muster through it. A big episode. We're recapping action from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday around North America. Let's jump back to Tuesday. Let's see here. We'll start off at Saratoga. First thing we'll look at is race 6 was the Fillies and Mares Open Handicap Pace. Always Watching gets the win in 154 and 3. Jordan DeRoe was in the bike for the horse he trains. Always Watching, a 6-year-old mare by He's Watching, gets the job done at 3-1. So let's watch the Fillies and Mares Open Pace.
The gate springs, the battle begins, a little side hustle, and Always Watching are out of there together. From the rail is HS Shauna. Boorah had thoughts of leaving, as did Probert, who was taking back with Magical Maya. And up front, a little side hustle. The long shot aggressive early, and now met with the challenge of Always Watching, who is going to see them all in a rearview mirror pretty soon as she captures command from a little side hustle. 3.5 off the clearing leader for HS Shauna, with Boorah racing in fourth. Magical Maya is in mid-pack with that one. Probert is 6th. The trailers are the Pantheist and Racy Roxy, and the Aussies at the back, 27-4 in the first quarter, as Always Watching climbs to the top and now controls the action with a little side hustle, just a little more than a length behind. 2.5 to HS Shauna, who gaps a bit in her return in third, followed by Boorah, who may be poised for a first over bid today. She's 5.5 lengths off the lead, but it looks like she may be sitting in, as Magical Maya will switch lanes and come first over. Probert grabs the live cover, so now boxed and shuffled is Boorah, 2 lengths to 7th to the Pantheist, and Racy Roxy, last week's winner, can see them all. Half and 57 and 2/5, a 29 and 3 second quarter for Always Watching, who has yet to face a challenge. Magical Maya looms a threat now, as she's cut loose first over, up to the leader's wheel disc, as little side hustle tries to keep up as the tempo picks up. Probert takes up the chase from 4 lengths off the lead. HS Shauna beginning to lose interest, as 3 quarters are rattled off in 126 at 28 and 3. Third quarter, Always Watching, holding firm, putting up the stop sign to Magical Maya. A little side hustle still in the mix. Probert swinging to the outside. Here comes Probert now for Brett Beckwith, but Always Watching, still the one they have to get to with 1/8 of a mile to pace. It's Always Watching who turns first. It's a length. Probert charging hard down the center. Here comes Probert. A little side hustle on the inside. Always Watching needs the line to save her. Probert surging. Always Watching. Always Watching from Probert with a little side hustle third. 154 and 3.
Yeah. Always Watching get the job done, was able to hold on. Also at Saratoga on Tuesday, Brett Beckwith, he fell just short in that one, but he also won 5 races on the day. Starts things off in race 2 with DW Suzanne. She's a 4-year-old mare by In the Arsenal. Goes 159 and 1, a 6-1 upset, 21-1 upset in second place in that one. Making things interesting there in race 2. Race 4, Beckwith was back in the winner's circle with She's So Sweet. 6-year-old mare by Sweet Lou. Favorite this time goes 157 and 2. Beckwith comes back in race 8. Truly in 154 and 4. The Sweet Lou mare has a 28 and 4 closing quarter just to hold on. Beckwith would win back-to-back races. He'd also win race 9 with Southwind Bourbon in 157 and 1. Southwind Bourbon's a 4-year-old mare by Sweet Lou. And Beckwith's 5th and final win on Tuesday comes race 11 at Saratoga with Diamonds Dancing in 156 and 3. 4-year-old mare by Roll with Joe. On to another track that just had racing on Tuesday that we'll look at is Western Fair, north of the border. A few drivers had a pair of wins. The first one we'll look at is Ed Hensley. He wins races 2 and 4. Race 2 is the Fillies and Mare Preferred Handicap. He wins with Major League, an 11-year-old mare by Gotta Go Cullen. We'll step aside and watch this Fillies and Mare Pacing Preferred at Western Fair.
Picking up speed. Here they come. They're off. It's on. No surprise here. Major League first off the car for Ed Hensley. Exotic Dragon away in second, sliding into third. Shoot the Whiskey, fourth best away for Random Miraggio, then in fifth. As they head the backside, a Manhattan Night trailer this week. So Frisky would have to come from last. So Major League is going to cut it out here after missing a month of action. She's looking very comfortable here in the early going. Just 28 and 4 to open it up. And no challengers, no takers just yet for this New Zealander, a Major League 11-year-old daughter of Gotta Go Cullen. Fronting here for Hensley at 2-1. Second best, Exotic Dragon. Shoot the Whiskey at 2-5. Content to race from third for the time being. Fourth and in. Random Miraggio is So Frisky gets underway. That's likely going to force the hand of Shoot the Whiskey here. And yes, indeed it does. She gets a peek to the outside following the soft half of 58 and 3. That was 29 and 4 through the second frame for Major League. Shoot the Whiskey with a big move. This is a big rush and a brush out of third into second, right up and on the wheel now, and these two are going to throw down up and towards three quarters. Major League with a major move by Shoot the Whiskey coming after her. 126 and 3, just like that. They tossed a 28 flat. Third quarter at the Major League, still doing it well. Shoot the Whiskey, trying to take some heart away there. Traveling third, Exotic Dragon. Fourth and switching wide, Random Miraggio, So Frisky, and Manhattan Night through the stretch to the mile. Major League, she's almost there. Shoot the Whiskey, not giving up just yet. Major League wires them up here. Shoot the Whiskey, second best.
Yeah, and then Ed Hensley would also win race 4 with Andy Over, a 7-year-old gelding by Andover's son. They go 159 flat, 4-1 pace. Trotter here. This time actually was at the preferred handicap. So Hensley gets both preferreds. Garrett Rooney would also win 2. He'd win races 5 and 6. Bet on Brit in race 5. 4-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar. Garrett Rooney goes 158 and 2 with Bet on Brit, 29 and 1 closing quarter. Rooney would win back-to-back races. He'd come back in race 6 with the pacer Sweet Cheesiest in 2 minutes and 1/5. This is another Better Than Cheddar mare. Heavy favorite. 14-1 long shot. Lajon Lightspeed finished second in this one. Next driver to have 2 wins we'll look at is Tyler Borth. He gets his first win in race 3 with Okay Jasmine. Goes 158 and 2 with this 10-year-old mare by Rock and Roll Heaven. Okay Jasmine. My better half's name is Jasmine, so that's an expression I say a lot. I get it. Tyler Borth would win in race 8 as well with She's a Gunslinger, an 8-year-old mare by Dally. 158 and 3 was the time. And the last driver to get 2 wins on Tuesday at Western Fair was Daryl Thiessen. He wins races 7 and 10. Race 7 with Better Rock and Roll, 204 flat for the 23-1 upset. 71-1. Lady Legasus was second, and the 7-1 finished in their third. So wow, big upsets there. Thiessen would also win race 10 with Starlight Dancer wire to wire in 155 and 1. This time it is the favorite, a 4-year-old mare by Artspeak. Western Fair also had racing on Wednesday. 2 drivers could pick up multiple wins on Tuesday. First one, Garrett Rooney again gets another 2. Starts things off in race 4 with full race cam. 2 minutes and 1/5 was the mile time for the 3-1 betting odds. The 8-year-old gelding by Mach 3 took the lead around the half-mile station and never looked back. Rooney wins his second win in race 8 with Marvin Hagler in 157-3. 5-year-old gelding by Crazed went wire to wire in this winning effort. Jason Ryan also picked up the deuce with 2 wins. Race 7 was his first win on Wednesday with Siri Silster 202-1. 4-year-old mare by Sports Rider. Tight finish here. Thiessen and Rooney were in the mix in that one as well. And race 11, Jason Ryan wins with Jays and Tigers 5-1. Minor upset in 158-4 for the 6-year-old gelding by Tigerama. Going to Northfield Park Tuesday night. They had racing Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday, though, a pair of drivers had hat tricks. First one was Aaron Merriman. Picks up the first win of the day in race 1 with Unami Blue Chip. Came from post position 9. Second tier to go in 156-1. 28-3 closing quarter for this 4-year-old gelding by Fear the Dragon. Merriman's second win comes in race 4 with Cusbert Told Me So in 157-2. 7-year-old gelding by Time to Roll. And hat-trick time on Tuesday for Merriman in race 12. Light Blue Movers in 157-1. 7-year-old gelding by Ready Cash. The other driver to get a hat trick on Tuesday at Northfield was Kurt Sugg. He gets his first win in race 2 with Doja Rock in 155-2. The 3-1 betting odds gets a 28-3 closing quarter. Charges away from the favorite, Always a Hero, who finished second. Deja Rock is a 5-year-old gelding by Rocket Image. Sugg's second win comes in race 6. Midnight Matt in 157-3. Midnight Matt's a 9-year-old gelding by Royal Majesty. And hat-trick time for Sugg in race 8 with Play Odds Play. 159-3 for the mile time. 12-1 upset. This is bombs away here. 12-1 Play Odds Play. Wins it. Dumb Luck Moss finished second at 11-1. And Bluesberry Brandy at 49-1 was third. Fourth, Clayton Cooper was 24-1. Was there a superfecta? Just $4,490 based off the 20-cent superfecta. So big payouts there. Northfield had racing on Wednesday as well, and we'll look at one driver again, Aaron Merriman. This time he gets a grand slam. Starts things off in race 5. This horse is Fist Fighter. They go 157-4. A few races later in race 10, Merriman gets back to the winner's circle with Impulse Buy in 157-4. So a 7-year-old mare by Andover Hall. And then Merriman will get back-to-back wins starting in race 13 with Yankee Time in 158-2. Yankee Time is a 11-year-old gelding by Yankee Cruiser. And then race 14 was the next one here for Aaron Merriman with Fitzbobbins, 157-3. 4-year-old gelding by Bilbo Bobbins. Sorry, Lord of the Rings. I think, yeah, Bilbo Baggins, I guess. Yeah, and that's everything from Northfield over the last couple of days. Next track we'll look at is Rosecroft. They had racing on Tuesday and Thursday. First up on Tuesday, one driver had a hat trick, and that's William Carter. He wins 3 races in a row, starting in race 2 with odds on veto power. 156 flat was the time. It was a favorite. Alexis Fraternity at 52-1 finished second with Hugh O'Neill in the bike. Crazy. William Carter would win race 3 with Shimmy Shimmy Bop. 7-1 upset, 156-1. Adrian Wisher trains this pacer. A 5-year-old mare by Rock and Roll Dream. And the third and final win for William Carter on Tuesday with Luath in 158-3. This is a 5-year-old gelding by Dudes the Man. 11-1 upset with a 31-1 finishing in second and a 5-1 finishing third. Ooh, Triactor $948.40 based off a $1 ticket. So some big payouts here with William Carter in the bike. On to Thursday, had more racing in Rosecroft. William Carter had a few more wins. Let's add 5 more. Yeah, quick math here. Yeah, 5 more to his count. Starts off by winning race 1 with Dr. Mickey. 23-1 upset. The 6-year-old gelding by Always Be Mickey has a 29-3 closing quarter to hold off closing competitions. They tried to run him down, ran out of racetrack. William Carter also gets race 2 with Freak on a Leash. Another minor upset, 3-1, with the favorite finishing 6th. 155 flat was the time in this one for the 9-year-old gelding by World of Rock and Roll. Carter would get back in the winner's circle race 5 with Racer Pacer in 153-4. Race 10 as well was William Carter's Tri-Line in 152-4. The favorite here is a 6-year-old gelding by Betting Line. And then William Carter's final win comes in race 11 in the Maryland Preferred Open 2 pace with Shim. They go 152-3. This is a 10-1 upset in this one. Let's watch the Maryland Preferred Open 2 pace.
Coming together. In behind the gate, approaching the start. Here they come. They're off and pacing in the 11th at Rosecroft. In the middle of the racetrack, Love Me Some Lou fires out down to the inside. Macklemore. Far outside, Jay Bracken's on the move as well for Ali. Shim will come away here in 4th, gapping out 3 to Business Director. Right behind him is Chief of Staff. Then it is Anthony's All In. As they sprint through that first turn here in 26 seconds flat. On top here, Macklemore shows the way. Macklemore on the outside, Love Me Some Lou. Down in the pocket, 3rd for Shim. Then it is Jay Bracken. On the move is Business Director. Trying to keep up is Chief of Staff, and at the back, Anthony's All In. As they head through the clubhouse turn on their way past the half, it's Macklemore showing the way. On the outside, Love Me Some Lou, park 55 seconds flat. Down to the inside for Shim. Business Director now looming large here, second over. He'll end up 3 wide momentarily here. Down to the inside, Jay Bracken shuffled back 5th. Then it is Chief of Staff and Anthony's All In. Macklemore and the orange wheels of Miller show the way. 3 wide now, Business Director. He means business on the outside. Love Me Some Lou, a hard trip stalling. Shim now is going to finally have some racing room. Jay Bracken's 3 deep out there. Then it's Chief of Staff and Anthony's All In. 123-1. On the inside, Macklemore. The outside, Business Director. Shim and Carter on the pylons. They turn for the finish mark. Macklemore. Shim, the fresh shooter down the pylons. It's Macklemore and Shim on the inside. Macklemore, and here comes Shim. Carter wins 5. Macklemore.
Yeah, and then we'll also look at the Maryland Preferred Open 1 pace. Was a couple races later. HP Liz Shadow gets the win in 152 and 1. An 8-1 upset with Jared Moyer in the bike for trainer Megan Roberts. HP Liz Shadow is a 5-year-old getting by Shadow Play. Let's watch this.
And away they go. They're off and pacing. Middle of the racetrack, Walden Woods sprinting alongside Snoopy Snoop. Far outside, nothing but finesse. Starship comes away here in fourth. Pacing fifth is Lions Music. Right behind that one will be Jack Quick. Back markers are HP Liz Shadow, and Marco Beach takes back tonight. As they sprint around that first turn, Walden Woods has the racetrack in 26 and 4. But now the challenge coming on the outside. Here comes Nothing But Finesse. He's going to try and outsprint Walden Woods. Walden Woods is rolling here, so Nothing But Finesse going to be under the gun. Down to the inside, third for Snoopy Snoop. In fourth is Starship. Then it is Lions Music. Jack Quick is next. HP Liz Shadow and Marco Beach is the trailer. It's Walden Woods on the inside. Nothing But Finesse on the outside. 54 and 4 for the half mile. Snoopy Snoop in the pocket. They are third as they turn down the backside. Starship off the pylons on the outside. Lions Music is underway. He's 3 deep actually here. Down to the inside is Jack Quick. Then it is HP Liz Shadow and Marco Beach racing to 3/4. They've been trading haymakers the entire time. Walden Woods on the outside, Nothing But Finesse. Down to the inside, Snoopy Snoop. Lions Music 3 deep. HP Liz Shadow is 4 wide and flying. Down to the inside on the rail is Jack Quick, and all the way on the far outside is Marco Beach, who will end up being 5 wide off the turn. They turn for the finish mark. This is a gargantuan effort from Walden Woods. But here comes HP Liz Shadow, the fresh shooter on the scene. HP Liz Shadow and Jared Moyer to win it.
Let's move on to Monticello. Look at Tuesday first. First thing we'll look at the Philly Mare Open Pace, race 6. Let's step aside and watch who wins this.
They're pretty gorgeous leaves. So does Meadowbrook Krista. Then on the inside, Lady Jericho third. Sunshine Philly forward. Dream Fair Helena. Princess Bristol, Lady Crislin trails the field. And around the first turn, so we have Pretty Gorgeous establishing that early lead. Meadowbrook Krista has the pocket trip second with Lady Jericho third. Then it's Sunshine Philly fourth with Dream Fair Helena fifth. Then it's Princess Bristol trailing its Lady Crislin. So they march by the first quarter in 28 and 4. The paddock turn the first time. And Max Hours has Pretty Gorgeous out on top by a length. Pocket Trip Meadowbrook Krista racing second, followed then by the 4-5 favorite Lady Jericho third. Then it's Sunshine Philly, Dream Fair Helena, and Princess Brissa. They're in the stretch over to the half. Pretty Gorgeous coming off a third place finish in this Open last time out over Meadowbrook Krista second. And now there goes Mike Merton and Lady Jericho, who finished second, moves to the outside. Half mile completed, 58 and 4/30 quarter. Swinging around the turn, Pretty Gorgeous out on top. Here comes the favorite, Lady Jericho. Taking aim on the outside, challenging the leader. Pocket Trip Meadowbrook Krista third. Then on the inside, it's Sunshine Philly fourth. Outside, Dream Fair Helena with Lady Crislin and Princess Bristol. But in the meantime, we have a new leader. And it's Mike Merton and the favorite, Lady Jericho. 3/4, 127 and 2, 28 and 3 panel. Swinging around the final turn is now the favorite, Lady Jericho in front, Meadowbrook Krista. Now moving up on the outside, looking to take on the favorite. And it's down to these two as they turn into the stretch here. So who's it going to be? Mike Merton or Jim Taggart in the stretch? It's still Lady Jericho in front. Meadowbrook Krista on the outside. It's getting closer, but nobody's going to catch the favorite. Lady Jericho beats out Meadowbrook Krista. Then came Lady Crislin.
Yeah, so Michael Merton with Lady Jericho gets the win, and actually Merton would get 4 on the day. He starts things off with race 1 with Odds On Unicorn in 159 and 1. Odds On Unicorn 5-year-old mare by Rocket Image. His second win of the day was that open, Fillies and Mares Open with Lady Jericho in 157 flat. She's a 4-year-old mare by Dude's the Man. Hat-trick time for him in race 9 with DeWitt This Moment. 158 and 4 was the time for the 8-1 upset. DeWitt The Moment is a 4-year-old mare by Control the Moment. And race win number 4 comes with Bygone Hanover in 158 and 3 in race 11. Again, minor upset, 3-1, while the betting on favorites Twisty Wheat finished 3rd. On to Wednesday at Monticello. 3 drivers had 2 wins each. That's kind of the most anyone could get. Michael Mertens, the first one we'll look at, he gets his first win in race 2 with Donnie in 201 and 1. 3-year-old by Heston Blue Chip. Spacer is trained by Rob Harmon. And Michael Merton gets his second win with Knox the Fox in race 5, 157 and 4. Other driver to get 2 wins was Bruce Aldridge Jr. He gets his first one in race 4 with Come Zoom With Me, wire to wire 159, 29 and 1 closing quarter. Laura Aldridge trains this pacer. Come Zoom With Me is a 5-year-old mare by Roll With Joe. Bruce Aldridge Jr. gets his second win in race 7 with Prairie Special. 201 and 2 was the mile time. This pacer is also trained by Laura Aldridge. 4-year-old mare by Royale Millennium. And the other driver to get 2 wins was Kyle DeMedetto. His first win of the day was race 3 in the open trot with My Sweet Mimi, a 5-year-old mare by Muscle Massive. Let's step aside. Minor upset at 5-1. Let's watch this.
Our feature race, the open trot. Here they come. There goes Southwind Laredo right out for the early lead alongside Hot Summer Night second with Doo-Wop Kid third. Then comes Skrill, My Sweet Mimi, and Patrick Hanover. So the 6 of them go into the first turn here on the inside Southwind Laredo. And there goes Skrill up on the outside now challenging. And Skrill on the outside makes the top. Southwind Laredo backs off for the 2-0. Then it's Hot Summer Night third, followed by Doo-Wop Kid fourth. Then My Sweet Mimi and Patrick Hanover, 29 and 2 for the opening fraction. So they move around the paddock turn the first time. It is Skrill returning from Yonkers Raceway. Leads away by a length. Southwind Laredo sitting the pocket trip with Hot Summer Night third. Doo-Wop Kid is trotting fourth with My Sweet Mimi. And the 6-5 favorite Patrick Hanover can see them all. They're in the stretch over to the half. Jim Taggart and Skrill out on top over Southwind Laredo second. Hot Summer Night third. Here comes My Sweet Mimi. The half mile in an even minute, 30 and 3 second panel. So moving around the clubhouse turn, it's still Skrill over Southwind Laredo. Park first over My Sweet Mimi. Down on the inside, it's Hot Summer Night. Then comes Patrick Hanover and Doo-Wop Kid. Heading into the backstretch here, and it's still Skrill holding on to that lead. Pocket trip Southwind Laredo. Outside comes My Sweet Mimi. 3/4, 129 and 2, 29 and 2 third quarter. Swinging around the final turn, and it's been Skrill every step of the mile here from the outside. My Sweet Mimi moving into second. Then on the inside comes Southwind Laredo and Hot Summer Night. But they're at the top of the stretch, and it's been Skrill every step of the mile. Here comes My Sweet Mimi. Out for the stretch drive on the outside. It is still a very confident Jim Taggart and Skrill. Oh, making a break at the finish was Skrill. So the winner.
Yeah, that break at the finish line threw it off there. But yeah, gets the Kyle DeMedetto gets the win. Race 8 was his second win with Suppress in 2 minutes and 2/5. 4-1 minor upset. The 7-year-old mare trained by Jody Dunning. And then we'll look at Thursday at Monticello. 2 drivers had hat tricks. Jim Taggart Jr. was one of them. He gets his first win in race 2 with Twin B Rise and Shine in 158 flat. Yeah, I think he won by a little bit there. His second win comes a couple races later in race 4 with ER Sam in 159 and 1. Late, tight finish there. And race 8 was hat trick time for Jim Taggart Jr. with Burning Desire in 159 and 1. 8-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. The other driver to get a hat trick was Michael Merton. He kicks things off in race 5 with Barnabas in 158 and 2. This 10-year-old gelding by McCardle is trained by Daniel Gill. Paces a 29 and 2 closing quarter. So speeds away there. Michael Merton's second win comes in race 7 with Wind Blast in 156 and 4. This 9-year-old gelding by Mach 3. 29 and 1 closing quarter was good enough to hold off the competition. Just ran out of track. And the third and final win comes in race 10 with Barley a Sin. Barley a Sin, 156 and 2 for the Rob Harbin trained pacer. Barley a Sin is a 5-year-old gelding by Charlie Barley. I like that. I like these clever names. That's gonna make me laugh all day. On to Miami Valley before I chuckle at that too much. Tuesday night, Trevor Smith gets a hat trick at Miami Valley. Kicks things off with race 4. He wins with Shady Starlight in 153 and 2. AJ Carlo trains this pacer. Shady Starlight's a 8-year-old gelding by Shady Shark Hanover. Trevor Smith's second win comes in race 8 with Quiet Princess. 155 and 4 was the time. Desiree Seekman trains this pacer. Quiet Princess, a 4-year-old mare by Lost for Words. 8-1 upset when it comes to betting. And then race 10 was the third and final win for Trevor Smith on Tuesday with Zenda Bollikeel. Wire-to-wire effort in 154 and 3. 29 and 4 closing quarter, was able to hold off the 30-1 upset here with Mock Diesel finishing just by a neck in second. It was tight. Wednesday at Miami Valley, we also saw a pair of drivers have some good days. First, the Grand Slam we'll look at by Brett Miller. Kicks things off in race 7 with Incredible Man. 150 and 2 was the time. Incredible Man is a 5-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. Steve Carter trains. Brett Miller didn't wait too long. He got back to the winner's circle race 8 with Berries. Berries, that's funny. 150 flat is this mile. 28 and 2 closing quarter for the 5-year-old gelding by Down by the Seaside. Race 10 was hat trick time for Brett Miller with Shane Falco in 152 flat, a 28 and 3 closing quarter for this 5-year-old gelding by Racing Hill, another Steve Carter trained pacer. And Grand Slam time for Brett Miller in race 13 with Ponda Executive. Wins by a neck in 152 and 3. There was some funny business there. There was a horse that was there was a dead heat for 4th, but they actually got placed 3rd dead heat, and because the horse that finished 3rd got bumped back. Doesn't really affect the winner though. Jeremy Smith got a hat trick as well. He starts things in race 11 with EA Buttermilk Bill in 152 and 2. He did kind of go off stride there, but he still gets the win. Smith would also win race 12 with Call Him Rocky in 152 and 1. Call Me Rocky 7-year-old gelding by World of Rock and Roll. And Jeremy Smith, third win, comes with Creekside Johnny in race 14. 154-4 was the time. 27-2 closing quarter. Oh, he's charging. He could have went for more. Oh, let him keep racing. I like when that happens. Yeah, and that's Jeremy Smith gets a hat trick. On Thursday, last night at Miami Valley, 2 drivers got hat tricks again. 2 different drivers we haven't talked about yet. First is Chris Page. He gets the first win of the day in race 1 with Vel Charlie in 151-2. Roy Murphy Jr. trains this pacer. Vel Charlie's a 7-year-old gelding by Straight Shooting. Wins by a neck. Chris Page gets back to the winner's circle with Rockathon in race 2. Mike Burke trains this 9-year-old gelding by Pet Rock. 152-4 was the time. 7-1 upset. 37-1 finished second. And a 13-1 finished third. Ooh, a $687 triactor based off a 50-cent wager. And Chris Page gets his third win in race 5 with Rockin' Sweet Victory in 153 flat. Steve Carter trains this pacer. Rockin' Sweet Victory is a 7-year-old gelding by Rockin' Image. The other driver to get a hat trick last night at Miami Valley was Austin Hanners. He gets the win in race 3 with Beyond Delight. Wins very tightly here in 153 flat. 28-3 closing quarter. Just beats out Premier Dreamer. Just kind of ran out of real estate here. Hanners gets his second win in race 12 with Always Tell the Truth. 151-2 was the time. 15-1 upset here for the 7-year-old gelding by Tell It Like It Is. Walter Haynes Jr. trains this pacer. And Austin Hanners gets back-to-back wins. Race 13, Ticker Tape Hanover, 151-2. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains this pacer. Ticket Tape Hanover, 4-year-old gelding by Huntsville. And the last thing we'll look at for Miami Valley last night is the horse and gelding open pace. Race 10, $34,000 in the purse. Carbine, that's a name. Definitely familiar. The 6-year-old by Some Beast Somewhere. Trace Tetrick was in the bike for trainer Virgil Morgan. 149 flat with a 27-2 closing quarter. Some horses got bumped around. The horse that finished second, Artscaping, finished second, was placed 10th. So let's sit back and watch this.
Go. They're off and pacing. Carbine blasts away. Artscaping driving up on the outside, far outside, making some noise. In between horses, Lowrider, Big Booty Rudy is at the rail. Into the turn 6, Brookview Bullet. 7th as they make their way around the turn. Howard Hughes, Lowrider has gone off stride. Racing in 8th, Betters Don't Tell. Then comes Gnashing Hill. 9th is Let It Ride. Back down pacing but trailing now Lowrider quarter 26-1. It's Carbine with the lead, making some noises there second. Artscaping tucked in third, racing fourth, Big Booty Rudy. 5th is Brookview Bullet. He'll peek to the outside and get underway for Sutton. He's 2 clear of Howard Hughes. Next in line is Betters Don't Tell. It's a gap of 2 to Gnashing Hill. Followed by Let It Ride, 9th, and the trailer 10th and last. Following the miscue, Lowrider, the half, 53-4. Carbine on a speed mission has a lead by 2. Starts him down the back stretch. Making some noises there second. Outside first up, Brookview Bullet. 4th along the pylons, Artscaping. Second over Cover. As they drive for 3/4 for Big Booty Rudy, he'll have to come 3 wide. Riding the rail, Howard Hughes diving back to the inside. Betters Don't Tell. Then it is Let It Ride, Gnashing Hill. And the Lowrider 121-3, 27-4 backside. Carbine trying to go all the way, making some noise off of 2 straight wins, is trying to reel him in. Out come the plugs. Third is Artscaping into the stretch. It's Carbine. He digs in, draws clear for making some noise. Artscaping trying to close from third. Carbine, gate 2, wire from Artscaping, making some noise. And Howard Hughes, 149.
Yeah, and that was Tim Tetrick that was Trace Tetrick. Now we'll move on to Dover Downs. And the first thing we'll look at from Tuesday. Let me pause this here. Is the Open Trot Race 10. Tim Tetrick in the bike with this one with I Get It. I Get It. It's an 8-year-old gelding by Don't You Forget It. Minor upset at 5-1. There was a 4-1. Northern Express finished second with a 28-1. Derbyshire finished third. The favorite, Muscle Dynasty, finishes fifth. So here is the Open Trot from Dover Downs. $25,000 in the purse. Let's see.
There off, there goes I Get It out for the lead. Toward the inside, Northern Express. Between those two, that's Jail Cruise. Muscle Dynasty races up on the outside. Then it's 2 lanes further back to Black Hope, followed by the early trailer, Derbyshire. They make their way around the first turn. And coming out on top briefly, I Get It, Northern Express back to the outside. Northern Express up to get the lead. I Get It back to second, driving up into third and going after the leader now is Muscle Dynasty. They make their way by the opening quarter, 27-3. And Northern Express has the lead. Muscle Dynasty races up on the outside to go after Northern Express. I Get It's got the rail. Then comes Jail Cruise, another 2 lanes to Black Hope, followed by the trailer, Derbyshire. They make their way to the clubhouse turn. And Northern Express has got Muscle Dynasty parked. They race into the clubhouse turn on the way toward the half. Northern Express leads by a half length. Muscle Dynasty racing on the outside. I Get It's got the rail. Jail Cruise to the outside from fourth. In front of Black Hope. Trailing the field is Derbyshire. 56 1/5. They race over toward the back stretch on the way toward 3/4, and Muscle Dynasty on the outside of Northern Express down at the rail. I Get It. Jail Cruise second over, then it's 2 lanes back on the outside, Black Hope toward the rail. The trailer continues to be Derbyshire. They make their way into the final turn, approaching 3/4, Northern Express out the whole way, Muscle Dynasty 3 wide. Here comes JL Cruise down inside. I Get It. 3/4, 125. They race around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. Northern Express continues to lead it. I Get It sitting in second. On the outside the whole way, Muscle Dynasty farther out. Jail Cruise not gaining right now. And they're at the top of the stretch, turning for home. And Northern Express comes off the turn on top. I Get It tries the inside, coming through the stretch. Northern Express, I Get It down the passing lane. They come toward the wire. Northern Express trying to get there. I Get It down the inside. I Get It toward the rail. Northern Express and I Get It together, 155.
Yeah, and Tim Tetrick would actually get a hat trick Tuesday at Dover Downs. That was his second win of the night. His first win comes in race 5 with Grab the Money in 154-4. Grab the Money is a 4-year-old mare by International Money. And it was hat trick time for Tim Tetrick in race 11, just one race after the Open, with Showdown Links, 153-3. Showdown Links is a 4-year-old gelding by Southwind Links. Wednesday at Dover Downs, we had a pair, 3 drivers get a pair of wins. The first one was Simon Allard. He wins the first race of the card with Cheddar Shredder in 159-4. Chuck Chrisman Jr. trains this pacer. Cheddar Shredder is a 3-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar. Allard would get back to the winner's circle in race 7 with the 7-year-old mare Need Your Opinion in 155 flat. Gets this win by just the neck here. Michael Hall trains this pacer. Tim Tetrick also adds 2 wins. He gets his first one in race 8 with Twin Delight, a 4-year-old mare by Better's Delight. They go 152-3.
And Twin Delight's got
the sound on there. Jim King Jr. trains this pacer. And Tetrick would also win race 11 here with
trying to get second
with Beth Dutton in 154-3. Alan Davis is the other driver to get 2 wins. He gets his first one in race 10 with Divine Deo in 154-1. Jason Johnson trains this pacer. Divine Deo is a 4-year-old mare by Better's Delight. And then race 12 was Alan Davis' second win with Jody 151 and 1 or 151 and 4 for the 12-1 upset. 6-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar.
Fire.
Oops. Mix up the sound there. That's okay. Then we'll go on to Thursday. We'll kick things off with the open pace at Dover Downs. It was race 12. You know what? Let's just step back and watch it. And I'll tell you about it after.
Handicap pacers behind the gate moving up. 27,500. They're off from between horses. There goes Mac out for the lead. Also moving out, Penzance Center, far outside, Energetic Hanover toward the inside. That's Dreaming of Lou. Down toward the rail. Jack Shadow got away fifth, racing in sixth. That's Baba O'Reilly, followed by the trailer Belmont Royale. They make their way around the first turn. And coming out with the lead right now, Penzance Hanover, but here's Energetic Hanover driving up on the outside. Quarter time, 26-3. Field races by the stands, Energetic Hanover up to take the lead. Penzance Hanover back to second. Another 2 lengths or so, racing in third, that's Mac. Behind Mac is Dreaming of Lou. Then comes Jack Shadow, followed by the trailers, Baba O'Reilly, and at the end, that's Belmont Royale. They race into the clubhouse turn. Energetic Hanover now slows it down just a bit. Penzance Hanover back to second, racing third. That's Mac. Dreamy Blue fourth. Coming to the outside now, Bob O'Reilly. Staying in there was Jack Shadow out from last, Belmont Royale. 55-4, so 29-1 in that second quarter. Field races up the back stretch, heading toward 3 quarters. Energetic Hanover maintains a length and a half over Penzance Hanover. Racing on the outside, Bob O'Reilly into third, back to fourth, Mac. Following outside, Belmont Royale. Then comes Dreaming of Lou out from last, Jack Shadow. They make their way into the final turn. Energetic Hanover races by 3 quarters in 123 and 2/5 around the final turn. Energetic Hanover right there at the rail, and just waiting is Penzance Hanover. Bob O'Reilly, a big trip out there, is all the way up into second, followed by Belmont Royale. Swings 3 wide. They're at the top of the stretch, turning for home. Energetic Hanover, Penzance ready to get loose. Energetic Hanover's got the lead down inside. Here comes Penzance Hanover. They come toward the wire, still trying hard. Baba O'Reilly, they come toward the wire. Down the rail, Penzance Hanover to win easy. Penzance tight for the place between Jack Shadow and Mac in 152.
Yeah, Penzance Hanover gets the win with Art Stafford in the bike there in the open handicap. Pair of drivers got 2 wins. Corey Callahan was the first one we'll look at. He wins the first race of the day with JB Graham in 152-3. He'll get back in the winner's circle in race 7 with I Want to Be With You in 150 flat. The other driver to get 2 wins yesterday at Dover Downs with Anthony Morgan. Ooh, I like this name. Metallica. Metallica is a 6-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. Goes 153 flat. Wayne Gibbons trains this pacer. And Anthony Morgan picks up his first of 2 here. Metallica, like that. And Anthony Morgan will get his second win in race 13 with Captain Awesome. Another good name. 153-1. Brooks Gray trains this pacer. Captain Awesome, 4-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress. Now we'll look at Yonkers. That's the next track I got for you here. Tuesday night, Jason Barlett gets a grand slam. He kicks things off in race 2 with Wise Sensational City in 155-2. 4-year-old mare by Keystone Velocity. Barlett's second win comes in race 5 with Nandolo in 153-3. 27-3 closing quarter here on a half-mile track. That's pretty speedy. Barlett gets his third win in race 8 with Wonderful Beach in 155-4. 4-year-old mare by Beach Tree. And Barlett would actually get back-to-back wins. He'll get back into the winner's circle here in race 9 with Unity in 157-3. 2-1 minor upset. Lance Hudson trains this 5-year-old mare by He's Watching. George Brennan got a hat trick Tuesday night at Yonkers as well. He picks up his first win with MC Angel in 153 and won in race 4. MC Angel is a 5-year-old mare by McCardle. 28-1 closing quarter here for the mare. Brennan will get back in the winner's circle in race 6 with Pleasure Seeker, a 6-year-old mare by Some Beach Somewhere. They go 156 and 2. And Brennan gets his third win with Blue Bird Graph in race 10 and 156 and 4. 3-1 minor upset here for the 4-year-old mare by Always a Virgin. And we'll continue to keep an eye on the Stake Your Claim event. We'll keep more an eye on here in leg 3 in the finals as it continues. Wednesday at Yonkers, Yannick Gingras gets a grand slam. He kicks things off in race 3 with McLean. McLean goes 155 and 4. Gingras will get back in the winner's circle in race 7 with Family Recipe in 154 and 3. Some horses with big odds finished in the top 3 here. Family Recipe was 3-1. Wasn't the favorite. 38-1 On Accident finished second, and 12-1 Veneer Hanover finished third. 21-1 Vulcan Star finished fourth. Superfecta 10 cent was $610. Not too bad. Yannick Gingras gets his third win in race 10 here with Stonebridge Bravo, 156 and 4. And race 11, Wichita Lineman in 154 flat. Then last night at Yonkers, the first thing we'll look at is the Fillies and Mares Invitational Trot. Race 2, Queen of All gets the win with Austin Singleman in the bike for Lance Hudson. Let's watch this.
And they're off in the Filly Mare Invitational Trot. No turning back leaves. So does Lady Jeter and No Moss Drama. The outside 3 put into play first. Cleopatra Oz cuts the corner down inside from 4th. Queen of All is second to last early, and Abby D trails the field as they now spin to the backstretch and towards the opening quarter. No Moss Drama and Joe Bongiorno from the outside post have forged the top as the 9-5 slight post time favorites. Pocketed up now second is No Turning Back from Lady Jeter, who's in line third. Cleopatra Oz is fourth, second to last Queen of All, and the back marker is Abby D. Opening quarter, 28-1 for No Moss Drama. No Moss Drama to the top of the stretch the first time with the length and a half lead. Over No Turning Back, who's pocketed up in second. Lady Jeter continues single file third in advance of Cleopatra Oz. Second to last is Queen of All. The back marker is Abby D as they come down here to the half-mile station. No Moss Drama past the half in 57-2. No Turning Back still tracks along in second from Lady Jeter in third. There's been very little change in the plot here. Gap of 3 now to Cleopatra Oz. Next is Queen of All and Abby D. They're past the 5/8 pole. And here's the first move to the outside. It comes from Lady Jeter and Brent Hollinger, who are going to try first up. Still with the lead, though, it is No Moss Drama. Locked down now from the pocket is No Turning Back. Gap of 3 to the next pair. It's Cleopatra Oz and Queen of All. Abby D still trails. 3/4, 126-3. Far turn, final time, and it is No Moss Drama with the lead. No Turning Back is reclaimed second. Now here comes Queen of All on the 3-wide side looking to move forward late. It's a Queen of All trying to come after No Moss Drama, but No Moss Drama at the top of the stretch spins for home with the 2.5 length lead. Queen of All has a lot of momentum, though, down the center of the racetrack. Joe Bongiorno goes to work with No Moss Drama trying to get there, but Queen of All on the outside seems to have the measure, and here's Queen of All on the outside, a half-length winner in the end. Second goes to No Moss Drama, then it was No Turning Back.
Yeah, and then yesterday, Yonkers, 2 drivers gets Grand Slams as well. Yannick Gingras, he kicks things off in race 4 with GD's Thunder, 154 and 1 for this 6-year-old gelding by Art Professor. Second win for Gingras comes next race with Steuben Hanover, 157 flat, 28 and 4 closing quarter. Mike Burke trains this trotter, an 8-year-old gelding by Trixton. Race 9, another Mike Burke trained trotter, Warrior 1 this time, an 8-year-old gelding by Father Patrick. 8-1 upset. Gets Gingras his 3rd win. And then Grand Slam time was race 12, South Beach Hanover, with the Paul Stafford trained pacer. South Beach Hanover, 6-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Jason Barlett also gets a Grand Slam. He starts off with the win in race 6. Top Me Off in 155 and 3. Top Me Off's a 6-year-old by Bar Hopping. Barlett's second win comes in race 8 with Eurobond, 156 and 1, wins by a neck, minor 4-1 upset, beating the favorite PL Oscar. Eurobond is a 9-year-old by Love You. Race 10 was hat-trick time for Bartlett. The best time ever, 155 flat. 2 co-favorites here. My Ultimate Byron just finished second. They both are around 2-1 odds. Real tight finish. And Bartlett gets the win in race 11 with Sports Fan. Again, minor upset, 2-1, 155 flat, while the favorite Springbridge Duel finished second. Next track up, the Meadows. They had racing Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, let's see here. A few drivers had 2 wins. First one we'll look at is David Pillow, he wins race 1 here with Better by the Seaside. A Scott Betts trained pacer. Goes 154 flat. The Down by the Seaside mare doing a 28 and 3 closing quarter. Pallone second win comes race 7, which was won by Paper Heart, a 156 and 2. Jason Shaw trains this pacer. Paper Heart, 3-year-old mare by Heston Blue Chip. Aaron Merriman also got a pair of wins. He wins back-to-back races. Race 4 with Glorious K and 158 and 4. Minor 4-1 upset. Sarah Andrews trains this trotter. Glorious K is a 4-year-old mare by Sebastian KS. Merriman's second win comes in race 5 with Toot de Lou in 156 and 1. Dean Collins trains this pacer. Toot de Lou, 7-year-old mare by Sweet Lou. Brady Jensen gets 2 wins as well. Mind your own business. 155 and 3 for this 8-year-old gelding by Lockkeeper. Dirk Simpson trains the trotter. Minor 5-1 upset. 39-1. Chasing Dreams finished second with the 3-1. Barn Hall finished third. The favorite War We Whisper finished fourth. So some big money dropped here. Over $1,184 in the $2 trifecta in this one. Race 13, Brady Jensen also gets a minor 2-1 upset with Always a Dancer. 18-1. Hurricane Lorianne finished second, and Always Be City at 5-1 finished third. Not quite $1,000, $509 in the $2 trifecta in race 13. And then Jeremy Indoff gets 2 wins as well. First win in race 6, 32-1, bombs away. Peter Stratton trained, ain't watching, 156 flat, big 32-1. The $2 trifecta in this one paid $9,853. Ain't watching a 6-year-old mare by He's watching. Well, better start watching this mare. Better not be 32-1 next week. And then race 10, he gets a second win with Angeliki in 154-4. Dirk Simpson trains this trotter, a 4-year-old mare, by Muscle Up the Goal. Thursday at the Meadows, one driver gets a grand slam, and that was Ronnie Wren Jr. He starts off with winning the first race of the day with Fighting Evil. A 6-year-old mare by Sweet Lou. Jack Smith trains this pacer. And then Wren Jr. gets back to winner circle in race 10 with Cretini in 153-4. Tim Twaddle trains this trotter. A 4-year-old gelding by International Money. Hide Your Moolah. A 5-year-old gelding by Shadow Play wins race 11 with Wren in the junior. Mike Burke trains this pacer. 154-1. And race 13, We Be Jammin'. Ronnie Wren Jr. gets Grand Slam and trainer Johnny Yoder was in the was trainer for this. Ronnie Wren Jr. was in the bike. We Be Jammin's a 5-year-old gelding by Jammin' Joshua. Here we go. We got 4 more tracks left, and these tracks only had racing last night. Batavia Downs is the first one we will look at. 2 drivers had hat-tricks, and they had a bunch of opens and stuff as well. First up, Brett Beckwith gets a hat-trick. He kicks things off in race 2 with BJ Smitty. 5-year-old gelding by Credit Winner. Goes 159-3. Oh, it's getting hot. You know, it's summertime when it's getting hot. Race 3 was also won by Beckwith with Finnick O'Dyer in 201-4. Rose Rusa trains this trotter. 9-year-old gelding by Cantab Hall. And the third win for Beckwith comes in the open pace race 9 with Primo Uomo in 154-2. Let's watch this.
They're often pacing Examiner Hanover actually leaving away. Primo Uomo trying to go with them down along the inside, the downtown bus as they go into the first turn. And right now the downtown bus speeds up on the inside. Swifty gets in to take the top. Examiner Hanover back into second. Primo Uomo now left uncovered from third. Now second and going after the leader. Dropping in fourth around midnight right in front of Flying Finn. Then you got Optical Illusion, Alta Engine, Trailer Umberto. They go to the opening quarter, and on the outside, taking over the lead, Primo Uomo, 28-3, the opening quarter. So into that far turn, Primo Uomo on top for the 1-4, leads it a length and a half. Over the downtown bus, then you have Examiner Hanover. Then you got around midnight, and you got Flying Finn coming off the quali as they swing up to the half. Then you got Optical Illusion, Alta Engine, Trailer Umberto. As they go to the half single file, they're all chasing a heavily favored Primo Uomo, the half in 57-2. They went 28-4, so solid effort here by Primo Uomo so far. They swing into the clubhouse turn. Then you got the downtown bus. Then you got Examiner Hanover, first to pull on the outside. Here comes Jim McKnight Jr. and them. Optical Illusion making a big rush on the outside, trying to catch cover now. Alta Engine around midnight gets shuffled a little bit, as is Flying Finn, and Umberto swings to the outside as well. They had to 3/4, and Primo Uomo on top by a length in 3 parts, 3/4 and 1, 25-4. And to that final turn, and that's still Primo Uomo the one to catch. perfect trip for the downtown bus. Up on the outside, it's Optical Illusion trying to grind down this leader as they turn for the wire. And Primo Umo better have another gear. Optical Illusion doesn't seem to be slowing down. Primo Umo, Optical Illusion on the outside. Primo Umo trying to hold them off. Primo Umo hanging on. Optical Illusion, the downtown bus, and Alta Engine, and 154-2.
Yeah, the other driver to get a hat trick was David McKnight. He starts off with getting 11-1 upset here in race 6 with Magical Mistress. Magical Mistress, an 8-year-old mare by Cam Mystic. McKnight's second win comes with Mayweather Hanover in race 8. Mayweather Hanover, a 4-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress. 14-1 upset here. Why not let him get another upset? 21-1 upset in race 13. VJ Pandarosa. Dave McKnight was in the bike for. They go 156-4. The 5-year-old gelding by the Pandarosa. Fillies and Mares Open. Next, we'll look at She Could Be Good. Wins with Kyle Swift in the bike. They go 156-3. Here's the Fillies and Mares Open pace.
Here they come. And they're off and pacing. That is Ball Diamond out there looking for the lead. Down along the inside, Bet 'em Lucky. Then you got She Could Be Good pacing along in third. Fond Memories from fourth. Then you got McNatural. The early trailers are Louis the Lilac and I Am Princess Gemma. Past the 8th and down the backside, they go the opening quarter. And Ball Diamond on the board at 2-1, showing the way a length and a half over Bet I'm Lucky. Pacing along third is She Could Be Good. Then you got Fond Memories, McNatural, Louis the Lilac, and I Am Princess Gemma, the opening quarter, 28-3. Through that far turn, Keith Cash Jr., Ball Diamond showing the way. Pacing along second, Bet I'm Lucky. In there third, that is She Could Be Good. Tracking from fourth is Fond Memories, already looking to the outside from fifth, McNatural, with Louis the Lilac staying in, and I Am Princess Gemma. As they come up to the half-mile station, Ball Diamond now first up on the outside. She Could Be Good. They're at the half mile in 58-1. So a well-rated Ball Diamond leads them into the clubhouse turn. Bet I'm Lucky down along the inside. She Could Be Good first up on the outside. Now covered McNatural. Down along the inside, Fond Memories. Third up on the outside, Louis the Lilac. Trailer, I Am Princess Gemma. As they go to 3/4, and Ball Diamond trying to give the field the slip. On the outside, She Could Be Good. Bet I'm Lucky couldn't go with it on the inside. McNatural second over. 3/4 and 126-3. 28-2. Pick me up in that third quarter. Ball Diamond trying to take it all the way. She Could Be Good now drafts along on the inside. Left uncovered McNatural. Trying to come there is Fond Memories. They turn for the wire. Ball Diamond turns with the lead. Outside McNatural. Passing lane. She Could Be Good. Ball Diamond's got a 16th of a mile to go. She Could Be Good up the inside. Ball Diamond, She Could Be Good. She Could Be Good. Was good tonight. 156-3.
And then we'll also look at the open trot, race 10. East Street goes 158 flat for the 9-1 upset with Jim Morrell Jr. in the bike. East Street, a 6-year-old gelding by Conway Hall. Let's watch this.
And they're off and trotting. Creditless going to get the first call from post 4. Big Box Hanover's also going to leave away out of post 6. East Street also leaving. Down the rail, Conair Hall. And then you got I Got the Looks with Ricky B. Sharp. Flanked to the outside, Delquist Hanover. The trailer is Discus Hanover. Down the backside, the opening quarter, Larry Stahlbaum and Big Box Hanover showing the way. East Street up on the outside to challenge. Creditless back into third, and their fourth, Conair Hall. And their fifth, that's I Got the Looks, opening quarter, 28-2. Make their way through that far turn, and East Street, last week's winner, clears to the front a length and a half. Over Big Box Hanover is going to stalk him this week from second. Trotting along in third is Creditless, and their fourth, Conair Hall. Trotting fifth, I Got the Looks. Then you got Ricky B. Sharp with Discus Hanover and Delquist Hanover trails. As they come up to the half-mile station, Jim Morrill Jr. in control of the board. East Street on the board at 9-1, showing the way. Up by 2 lengths over Big Box Hanover. They're at the half at 58. So pretty good rated half there for East Street. Big Box Hanover with a perfect ride. And their third credit list, first to pull on the outside, I Got the Looks. Trying to go with that one is Ricky B. Sharp. Conair Hall getting shuffled. Discus Hanover to the outside. Delquist Hanover trails. They go to 3/4. It's still E Street. Then along the inside, Big Box Hanover. First over the outside, I Got the Looks. 3/4 trot, 128. Into the final turn. E Street still the one. Big Box Hanover trying to keep trot with him. On the outside, I Got the Looks. Ricky B. Sharp now 3 wide. Down along the inside, locked in his credit list. They come up on 1/8 mile to go. And E Street turns with the lead, but his nemesis, Big Box Hanover, moving to the outside for Stahlbaum. It's his turn to see if he can be the pocket rocket. E Street, Big Box Hanover the outside, but E Street's too strong. E Street's going to win it. Big Box Hanover second, maybe over credit list up the inside.
Okay, we got 3 more tracks to go over. Canadian tracks from last night. First, Woodbine Mohawk Park. One driver had a hat trick, and that was James McDonald. He kicks things off in race 4 with the Pacer Goldies Rockin'. They go 152 and 1 with a 28-1 closing quarter. Goldies Rockin', a 4-year-old mare by Rockin' Image. Second win for McDonald comes race 9 with Hillbilly Jet, 10-year-old mare by Ponder. 153-1 was the mile time. And the third win comes race 10 with Del Diggity in 154-2, and a 6-year-old mare by So Surreal. We'll also look at Flamborough from last night. One driver had a hat trick, and that's Samuel Filion. He gets his first win in race 3 with Macho Polo. 158 flat was the time for this 9-year-old gelding by Mach 3. Philon's next win comes race 6 with Gator Hanover and 156-1. Race 6 here. The 4-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. 29-2 closing quarter was just good enough to hold off the competition. And the third win, race 9. Race 9 was with Ozzy the second. Looks like I ran out of video here. We also had Fraser Downs last night. Kelly Hort with his return gets 3 wins. He gets his first one in race 3. Whoops. Second here. Race 3 with Diva Amor in 157-3. He trains that horse as well. He'll get back to Winter Circle. Race 4 with Alligator in 159-4. And race 6 with Beach Mist, the horse he trains as well. They go 155-4. There was a pick 5. It's a carryover. Comes into last night. I don't have my pick ready for you right now because of my computer error. But check out Twitter on Trey Harness Link on X, and I'll have that up today because there's about a 1,900 pick 5 carryover with Fraser Downs going tonight. That's everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Like always, we're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. We're also sponsored by Hardbid, because just like this show, it's a game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers. And thank you again to our friends at the USTA. Next week will be our normal show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then next week, remember, March 2nd, we're going to start our Saturday show. So make sure to watch Saturday morning for everything going on. Until next time, I'm Trey Colbeck. See ya.